Welcome, sales and marketing pros, to Making Sales Social Live, coming to you from the Social Sales Link virtual studios. I'm Bob Woods of Social Sales Link, and joining me is the co-host of Making Sales Social Live. She's a fellow LinkedIn and social selling and AI strategist, consultant, trainer, and coach, Bryn Tillman. Sup,
That's
Bryn?
me. I'm a strategist, trainer, and coach. I sound so important.
I'm just going to keep throwing adjectives in there until I run out of breath,
Yeah, and a
essentially.
bubby.
But for now, we're going to, and a bubby. Exactly.
Welcome to Making Sales Social Live, as we share LinkedIn and social selling training, strategies, and tips that will have an immediate impact on your business. Join Bryn Tillman and me, Bob Woods, every week. Making Sales Social Live. This is the recorded version of our weekly Making Sales Social Live show.
So let's get right into it. So they say, and of course, we never know who they are, but they say that half the battle is just showing up. When it comes to LinkedIn and social selling, showing up is more than just logging into LinkedIn. The ultimate way to show up on LinkedIn is with video. Now, I can't believe that it's 2024 and so many people out there still aren't using video in any shape or form on LinkedIn. It's nuts, especially because LinkedIn makes it pretty easy for you to do. So that's why we're here to talk about video on LinkedIn. So, Brim, what do you think about video just overall on LinkedIn?
Video is amazing, right? There's so many ways, and we're going to talk about, I get to think 5 of them that you can use video. But here's the thing. Video is the medium that gets people to know you. They can read your content, even listen to some, like listening is good. You'll be listening to this in a podcast. You definitely get to know people. But when I was at a conference just a couple months ago, I had someone come up and give me a huge hug, all excited to see me, and I had no idea who they were. So fortunately, I'm a hugger and I have my open boundaries, so people can come up and hug, and I'm happy. But I didn't know who they were or why they were hugging me. But they were hugging me because they watched this. They see the videos and they felt as if they knew me because of video.
Yep.
And that's the piece that connected. It's just this connection, right? I have connections to other people because I watch their video. And I do audio from an audio perspective. I absolutely connect with people. But video, you can't hide behind Photoshop, right? You
Right.
can't hide. Ultimately, right? The video is how you get others to know you. Ooh, that's a saying, right?
Good.
I
Yeah.
don't remember who said this. We have to Google it. I used to say who said it. Now I can't remember. It's not about who you know. It's about who knows you. And video
Exactly.
can do that at scale.
Exactly. I mean, it's like back when I was in television news, I wasn't on camera a lot. I was on camera some, but not a lot. But whenever I would go out with, with the anchors and the reporters and things like that, sometimes people would recognize me, but they recognize those other people a lot. And it was amazing to see, the public, quote unquote, which is, fine and everything else. But even though it's a local market, even in your local market, people feel like that they know the person because back then, before all this internet stuff and everything, the only thing that people had was television in terms of the video experience. But people felt like that they knew these people. Now we all have that capability, and I think it's really cool because we can, even though we all have our own communities or whatever, and community obviously includes any of your potential prospects, networking partners, other people who are in your community who do the same type of thing. I mean, just being able to see and listen to someone and look into their eyes, because they're hopefully looking at the camera, like if you're on the live right now, like I am right now, you form that connection with them. And that's so much more valuable than text or than an audio or a what does that used to be called? That used to be called voicemail. Yes, voicemail and even, cold calling. Nobody knows anyone on the first cold call, or even successive ones, more than likely. Video just takes your message and yourself to just a whole different level.
So I did a quick Google while we're live, and apparently I did not know this, but Suzanne Rowan, Roane, is the originator of the quote. It's not who you know, it's who knows you.
Yep.
So
And
I
video
think
gets you to that level.
what's that? Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, I'm actually connected to her on LinkedIn, which is interesting. I might reach out. She'd be great to have on the podcast.
Yes, you would.
But I find that's interesting because I think I probably had been giving the credit to that to someone else.
Yeah,
But a lot of people use it. But we like to give credit where credit is due. So let's talk about the first place to use
about
video.
the 5 different things that we promised, and we always deliver on our promises. So the 5 different ways to use video on LinkedIn. Number 1 is probably the most obvious, but it's called native video. So this is when you create a video and you upload it directly to LinkedIn and then share it as a post. And, I had said up at the very top that, not a lot of people are doing this. More people are actually starting to catch on. So I'm guessing that you're probably starting to see people use native video. That's what it's called, native video, more and more in their posting. Goodness knows that we're doing that here at Social Sales Link. Other companies are doing it as well. Individual entrepreneurs, especially individual entrepreneurs, seem to really be taking hold of this and using it, but not just sit in front of camera and say, hey, how you doing? It's really about doing everything that you would normally do in content, and that's deliver value and promote your thought leadership and attract people to you. But because you're using video, you kind of you should be working in edutainment a little bit. So edutainment is education and entertainment. Probably be a little entertaining somehow, not like over the top or anything like that, but at least be interesting, I think is probably the easiest way to say it. And you're already trying to do that in your text, in your if you share ebooks as carousels, like that type of thing. You're always trying to create interest.
Yeah.
You can actually create interest probably more with video than you can definitely with like text, and even with like ebooks and things like that.
A couple things I'd recommend. One of the things I'd recommend to do that is don't over practice.
Yeah.
Make it natural. Now, you can practice a little, it gives you confidence, but don't like memorize what you're going to say, because it's the natural video that people are going to now really connect to. The next thing, which I love about LinkedIn is doing, is you can choose to automatically have captions uploaded. So there, you don't have to do any video editing to get your captions there. And I don't know if it's in 3-second or 5-second intervals. You can go in and edit your captions. So they always spell my name wrong. There's a couple things that but I can go in and edit. And I'll tell you, this is funny. You'll get a kick out of this, Bob. Side note, we have a new phrase that we're telling you about, the new era of sales. And because I'm a New Yorker, North Jersey, I say error. I add that R at the end. So there are 3 or 4 times where now I've had to go back, but it's great. You can actually edit and it's easy to do. So native video, some advice, no more than 3 minutes. Right. This is really, if you think about it, this is your reel, your story. LinkedIn doesn't have the stories anymore, but this is it. Keep it simple, keep it short. You can do it on Zoom. Just talk about a topic, make it really clear in the beginning what they're going to get in the 3 minutes, then give it to them and then recap what they got. And it's a quick thing. Here's the other thing. When you have text that's going with that, you want to create engagement. So you want to have a call to action. Talk about what the video is. You can mention people if you mention people, shout out in this video to @BobWoods, right? Whatever that is. And then you want to ask a question. Share in comments your perspective on this topic, or and so I just did this, and I'm finding it interesting. I had I can't even now remember what it was. I think it was like, share your favorite book on this topic. People are not only just sharing, but they're bringing in authors of books, right? And so we've got this momentum going. So just talking about a quick topic and then asking others to add to it in comments is a great way to use native video. Lastly, if you don't want to do it on Zoom, you can quickly do one on your phone and upload it on mobile very simply. So take advantage of number one, native video.
Absolutely, absolutely. And just keep in mind, because I'm sure that a vast majority of the people who are listening and viewing us right now haven't done it. Your first video is probably not going to be great. Give yourself grace, give yourself permission to do better. And it's just like Bryn said before, though, don't over practice. Just do it and then keep doing it. I promise you, you will get better as you go along. And I'm guessing that you're probably going to get better a lot sooner than you think you're going to be, because that's
Yeah,
what seems what happens to most people.
I do love that. And to that, I would add, start with something you know very well. Something like,
Yes.
there are things that you talk about all the time to your clients. You'll find yourself repeating, an answer to the same question all the time to your clients. That's a great way to get started, because you already have confidence in having done that and talked about it. But you're right, like, you get better over time, and then sometimes you get worse over time. Sometimes too, and it's okay.
Yeah,
Like, I
me
look,
too, that.
like, sometimes I look and go, oh, I really kind of, that's not one of my favorites, and it's okay. And I would say, out of maybe 8 or 10, and this is different, this is edited shorts for native video that have been edited, I probably only use 3 or 4. So I'm like, I don't like the way I sound there. I don't like, so I'm still hard on myself. So
Yeah, everyone's going to be hard on themselves. I mean, that's just how it goes.
oh, I love that. No runs, no hits, no errors.
No errors. Love it. That's great.
Without the ah.
That's great. Exactly.
That's
So
a
let's get
Boston
to
accent. Boston. So I think New York adds the R and Boston takes it away.
that's probably a good way to look at it. As well as England, Great Britain too. They add the R on words with A as well. So let's get to number 2, which is links to external videos. And here we're probably talking about YouTube videos. So if you want to do that, you can link to any external video that you would like to. I would definitely suggest making sure that whatever you link to externally is of value and is thought leadership driven, and hopefully comes from you or your company. But if you want to include something in a post that's a video, but you want to draw comments out from someone or from your audience, feel free to do that as well. So this is a way to actually use video where you're not necessarily in the video, but people do like video. People love to consume video. So feed into that.
Yeah, I love that. And so if you're taking something from YouTube, let's say you want to share one of our YouTube videos with your network.
Yeah.
And you just grab the link. Sometimes they have a share URL link, right? And you grab it. Here's the thing that's really important. You need to add, number 1, who it's for, why you're sharing it, maybe even the insights you gleaned, and then ask them their insights. The next thing, and you could do this also with native video or with a linked video, is you can now share it. So things have changed over time, but right now, if you click the little paper airplane at the bottom of your share, you can get up to 10 people at a time blind copied. But if you have threads, so we have, like, for our members, our premium members, we have like an SSL thread where there's almost 50 people in that group, and we help promote each other and help each other. I can click that, and it's now considered one message, not. So I can click up to 10 threads and hit 500 people max at a time. So they're playing with it, but you can get this content in front of folks. The other thing is, when you share, so let's say you decide to share one of ours, you're going to mention something like, Great insights at Bob Woods and at Bryn Tillman at Social Sales Link, right? And so now I engage and Bob engages and our company page engages. And so now that content, which may have initially been hurt by the algorithm because LinkedIn does not like external links, will now actually almost balance out by the engagement you're getting by the author and the company of the content.
Absolutely. So let's go on to number 3, which is live streaming, which is LinkedIn Live, which is if you're watching us right now live as opposed to listening to us on the podcast, that's what we're doing. We are doing LinkedIn Live right now.
So this has been so much fun. We've been doing this generally making sales social. We're probably at 150 live streams at this point or close to that. And
Close
then
to it, yeah.
close to it, maybe 140. So a few things that we love. We love going live. We love having, like right now, we've got a bunch of people on LinkedIn listening to us. We had folks on YouTube, and we get to engage, right? So you guys get to put in comments. We get to talk with you. It's engaging. It's 2 ways. We really, really love it. But we download this and it becomes our podcast. So if you're listening, that's where we got it, right? We were on live. So we get the best of both worlds, but we stream to this particular one goes to Social Sales Links YouTube channel, Facebook channel, my LinkedIn, Bob's X.
Yeah, X
What else?
Twitter, your X Twitter, and Social Sales Link, the corporate accounts X Twitter as well.
Fabulous, right?
So
So
that's 6 channels. That's 6 channels that we go out to every week.
yeah, and it's it's a wonderful way to you guys get to know us. And I would say, we have a bunch of people that are live listening, or even if you're watching in replay, if you're like, I feel like I know Bob and Bryn, put hello friends in comments, right? Because we've been doing this for so long. Lots of people know us and we love that. Yep. And so that live, I believe, is huge. Now, I know we're talking about video, but I have to throw in, there's also audio rooms that we need to leverage more. We tended during COVID and shutdown, we did a ton of audio rooms, mostly through Clubhouse. LinkedIn audio rooms are pretty good. I have been in as a guest lately. I like being live, but audio rooms allows you to bring people on stage easier. We could do that here if we changed it up a little bit. I like the interaction, but at the end of the day, I like to watch video. I like to do things on video. And I really think they're both good. But if you were to say, obviously we do LinkedIn Live. So
yeah, absolutely.
What's number 3?
So actually we're on number 4 now. So we are getting through this list. This is one of my favorites, besides native video.
What was one?
One was native video. Number 2 was links to external videos, and number 3 was live streaming.
Yes. Now we're on 4.
Now we're number 4 is videos in your featured section of your profile. So let's say you've got a great native video that you published, had a lot of comments, had a lot of likes and things like that. And it was really great from a content standpoint too. So it hit on the edutainment. It hit on you delivered some really good deep value there, showed your thought leadership. You can take that post that had the feature that had the video in it and put that in your featured section. I think that is tremendous because, as you know, if you just go to someone's feed from their profile, it's first in, first out. So first in, first out. So that thing is going to get buried eventually. With quickly. This, you keep it in front. Yeah, and quickly. With this, you keep it in front of people at all times. if you position it right, because you can change the order of things as well. If
Mhm.
you want to have like that really, really good kick-ass video, you can always have it in that first position if you want, and then switch out some of the other ones, because again, you can order within the featured
Mhm.
section. The one
Mhm.
thing that you have to remember though is you can't upload videos directly to the featured section. It needs to be in a post first, and then you can bring it into the featured section. I don't know why. I don't know why LinkedIn does it like that, but that's the way it is. So that's how we have to deal with it.
Yeah, so I absolutely love all of that. One of the things that I haven't done that's on my bucket list, and now I'm wondering the best way to do this, and it was probably a link from somewhere else, but we lost why how LinkedIn makes their choices in their platform astonishes me. But we lost what I thought was such an amazing feature, which was the cover video, right? The when your headshot turned into a video. I loved that. So very
Mhm.
disappointed that that was retired. However, you can do a welcome to my profile video
Yep.
in your featured section. So we haven't done that yet, but now it's on my bucket list to do.
So yeah, so I've been thinking about that too. I've been thinking about a way to do that. You're basically just going to need to do it as a post, and then you know it it'll look weird for a day or two, but it'll go away after that. So don't worry
Yeah, I am wondering though if you can embed it, which is probably what I would do. Embed it in your website if you have the ability to do that.
That's a possibility too. I
But then it's
would,
2 clicks. We'll work
yeah,
on it and get back to you.
yeah. I would prefer to keep everything within LinkedIn,
Okay.
so that you're not giving someone the opportunity to click away and go off of your profile and, go into the rabbit holes that all of us go into all the time on the internet. So, we are going to think about that though. And if we come up with an update on that, we will definitely let you know. So the fifth and last one, and an especially powerful one, I think, because now we're going to go from that more kind of broadcasting model, which I know I always come back to, but it's my background. Shoot me. This one is personal videos from the phone app. So this is you actually recording a personal video to someone and sending it to them as a message. So you're not even worried about the feed at this point. This is you talking to someone via video and messaging them with it.
The results of this is crazy. So you do have to be a first degree connection, but
Yes.
you hop into the phone and click on send a message, and then there's a little record a video. There's send a video or record a
Yeah, I'm trying
video.
to remember
Anyway,
what the yeah, what the
right?
phrasing
And you go into
actually is. I do
selfie
it all
mode.
the time, but I don't pay attention.
And you talk to them and you're just like, "Hey Bob, great seeing you on the live today. Just wanted to follow up with you and send the article we talked about. I'm going to send a link below. Looking forward to chatting later." One of the activities we have our clients do is export your connections and go through and categorize. And who do we want to re-engage? And we highly recommend each of those re-engagements starts with a video message. So the response rate on that is high. So few people are using it, and it's hard to ignore someone that sent a personal video. Here's what not to do. Don't create one video that you use over and over again, because I want you to use their name. I want you to say something personal. I don't want it to look like automation. All the things
Right.
I
Or
want, because
AI.
what
Or
well,
AI, because that will.
yeah, but I will tell you where I would use AI, where we would recommend is go into ChatGPT to help you write the little script that you
Yes.
might want to say to them. And
And you
then
can do
and then
that with all the way up to native video too. I mean, ChatGPT is amazing for coming up with video scripts as well.
make them individual messages. If
Yes.
you'd like to try, connect with Bob and myself and send us a message, and here's the thing. I guarantee I will make this promise, Bob, it's up to you. If you send me a video message, I will send you a video message back so you can see what it looks like on your end.
Yeah. Bet I'm in.
Okay. Wait, do we have one more?
Absolutely. So no, we don't have any more. And
That was 5.
unlike unlike most of our lives, if you choose, you actually have a little bit of homework to do. So hopefully we will see some of those videos. And it's so easy to do. Really, it's so easy to do. I mean, any of this stuff can be just so easy to do. So, few people are using native videos and everything else. Very, 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 very few people are using the personal videos. So you will 100% stand out with personal videos. I mean, and you also stand out with native. Personal videos is the way to go. So thanks again for joining us on Making Sales Social Live. If you're with us live on, as we said before, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, or X, formerly known as Twitter, we do this every week. So keep an eye out for our live sessions. If you're with us on our podcast, go ahead and hit that subscribe or follow button and do all the other things that will bring us up, as well as access all of our previous shows. And we've got plenty of those out there on a wide variety of topics. If you want more info on our podcast, go to socialsaleslink.com/podcast. We do this live show every week. And we also have our Making Sales Social interview series where we talk with leaders and experts in sales, marketing, business, and many, many more areas. So this week, when you're out and about, be sure to make your sales
social.
Don't miss an episode. Visit socialsaleslink.com/podcast. Leave a review down below. Tell us what you think, what you learned, and what you want to hear from us next. Register for free resources at linkedinlibrary.com. You can also listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and Google Play. Visit our website, socialsaleslink.com, for more information.